Hi, First Hour. It's Mrs. Gregg again, and we're going to work on multiplication of sevens for the first part of this video. Now, the person who's working on sevens, you can see I put the multiples of 7 at the top of the paper. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70. Right? Let's look at problem number 1. 80 times 7. Well, we know that anything 7 times 0, or anything times 0, is 0. So I'm going to put a 0 in the ones place. Now we're going to do 7 times 8. So we have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. So the 6 goes in the tens place, and the 5 goes in the hundreds place. Just like that. Okay, 11 times 7. This one's pretty easy. 7 times 1 is 7. And then 7 times 1 is 7. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over to the last problem in the first row. 1 times 7. Well, 7 times 1 is 7. And then 7 times 6. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. So the 2 goes in the tens place, and the 4 goes in the hundreds place. So 61 times 7 is 427. Okay, easy. Now I'm going to do, let's see. Okay, we're going to do some division problems. Okay, 7 into 56. Remember to use your little box to put your tallies as you say the multiples of 7. All right, so let's see. We're going to say 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. So in my tally box, I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there was 8. So 7 times 8. Remember, the 8 goes above the 6. And then I'm going to write 56 underneath the 56. And when I subtract, it's 0 because there are no remainders. Okay, and this entire page, there will be no remainders. So I'm going to flip to a page where there will be remainders, which is the very next page. So 7 into 22, or 22 divided by 7. So let's see what we get. 7, 14, 21. Now if I do another one, that's going to be 28, which will be too much. So I have 1, 2, 3 marks. So I'm going to put a 3 right above the 2 in the ones place. And underneath the 22, I'm going to write 21. And then I'm going to subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer to this is 3, remainder 1. Okay? Let me do one more problem. Let's do the next one. 36 divided by 7. So we're going to count 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. If I do one more, that's 42, and that's too much. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks, 5 tally marks. The 5, it goes in above the ones place, above the 6, and 7 times 5 is 35. So I'm going to write that underneath the 36. And 6, so right here, 6 minus 5 is 1. And so we're going to have a remainder of 1. Okay, so I subtracted, I put the 1 underneath. So this is how your answer should look. The 5 should be in the ones place. Then we have remainder 1. Okay, our next page for today has to do with something called polygons. Now that's something we haven't talked about before. What polygons are is they are shapes made from straight lines. Okay, so the first polygon is a triangle because you have to have at least 3 lines to make a shape, okay, with straight lines. So we have the triangle, then they have the quadrilateral, the pentagon, the hexagon, and the octagon. Now when we look at these, the beginning of the word, like in triangle, the beginning is tri. Well, tri means 3, and there's 1, 2, 3 sides. Okay, so underneath that, I'm going to put 3 sides. Quadrilateral. Quad means 4. So I'm going to underline quad. And underneath, I'm going to write 4 because it has 4 sides. Okay. Pentagon. Pent means 5 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Then we have hexagon. And a hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay. Hex means 6. And then the last one that they have on here, octagon. Now if you look at this, this is like a stop sign, an octagon. Or is it yeah, octagon. So there are, oct means 8. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. Oh, I'm sorry, could you see that? There's 8 sides on an octagon. So underneath, I'm going to write 8. Okay, so they have different shapes for you on this page. We've already filled out this top part, so now you need to fill this in, and you need to put the name of the shape, and they'll either tell you the name or the number of sides, and you have to do the opposite. And then down here, you're going to fill in the names also. Blank, a polygon with 5 sides. Well, we talked about 5 sides as being a pentagon, okay? All right. And on this bottom part, that's where you will pick the shape and you'll put the letter in the box or on the line. Okay. All right, pretty simple. Just the beginning of talking about shapes. That is something we call geometry, and we will talk more about it tomorrow. Okay, have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.